It's okay. I made my peace with it. Sure was nice seeing him again, though.
Hey, did you get Dewdrop from the panel by yourself?
And I found a shampoo.
Nice job. I love how hard you're working to get her ready for the show, but we gotta get cleaned up for dinner. Gigi's making spaghetti.
Not right now, I don't.
The crazy girl.
Inkpot Society. Teen book club, huh? Bit of an oxymoron, though, isn't it? Aren't book clubs just an excuse for bored housewives to gossip and drink wine?
I'm not hungry.
What? Who are you? And what have you done with my daughter?
Heartland Season 19 Episode 3 didn't just tease us. It straight up messed with our emotions. So, let's break down what's really going on in this trailer. Cause I don't think most people caught the signs the first time. It starts with Amy walking across the ranch, calm. But you can tell that silence is hiding something. Her eyes say it all. That woman's been through too much lately, and now, just when she tried to find peace with Nathan, it feels like everything's crashing again. There's this quick moment where Amy looks like she's waiting for someone, probably Nathan. But instead, Lou shows up. And the way they look at each other? Not sisterly at all. That moment screams tension, like Lou's about to drop something Amy isn't ready to hear. And if you've been watching closely, you know Lou's the type who can't sit quiet when something doesn't add up. So yeah, I'm guessing Lou's about to confront Amy about Nathan. Maybe about how fast things are moving, or maybe something even deeper than we see Nathan. And man, this guy just can't catch a break. The trailer flashes him standing by his truck, hand on his face, looking stressed as hell. It's that same kind of look you get when you're trying to fix everything. But nothing's going your way. And I'm telling you, that man's got guilt written all over him. He's caught between being the man Amy needs and being the man Lindy can actually trust. That's a dangerous place to be. The trailer doesn't say it out loud, but the way they show him walking away from Amy's house says a lot. Something happened, maybe a fight, maybe a decision that tore him up inside. Whatever it is, Nathan's face shows it's bad. And I can't lie, it hurts to see this dude trying so hard and still losing everything that matters. And then, there's Lindy. The part that broke me was that short shot of her sitting on the porch, hugging Spartan's old saddle. You could see the confusion on her face. Like she knows something's off but no one's telling her the truth. That's the kind of pain no kid should go through. It's that quiet heartbreak that doesn't need words, you just feel it. I think this is where the show's really pushing us emotionally. Lindy's not just a side character anymore. She's becoming the emotional core of everything that's happening. Through her, we're seeing what Amy's choices really mean, not just for herself, but for everyone around her. Now, the real shock came when Lou's voice cuts in saying, "You can't keep hiding behind what's easy, Amy." Like, damn. That one line set the tone for the whole episode. It's one of those lines that stays with you because it's not just Lou talking. It's the truth Amy's been avoiding since season 14. Every time she gets close to happiness, she pulls away. Every time someone tries to love her, she finds a reason to run. And maybe this time, it's Nathan who'll pay the price for that fear. I mean, you can already feel the emotional distance forming between them. Even in this short trailer, it's like the show's telling us love isn't always enough when the past still owns you. And speaking of the past, did y'all catch that quick flashback scene they snuck in? It looked like Ty for a split second, maybe a memory, maybe a dream. Maybe something Amy sees in her head when she starts doubting herself again. It was just one frame, but fans caught it instantly. That single glimpse hit hard. It's a reminder that no matter how far Amy moves on, Ty's still part of her story. Part of who she is, part of what she's scared to lose again. And that's exactly why she can't fully open up to Nathan. She's still haunted by what she's already lost. But here's what makes this trailer so wild. It's not just about Amy or Nathan or Lindy, it's about everyone's secrets finally colliding. There's a shot of Lou arguing with someone over the phone. Probably about the business scam we heard about in episode 2. Then Tim appears for a second, slamming the barn door. Yeah, that kind of anger means something serious is going down. I've got a feeling the next episode is where everything starts unraveling, one thread at a time. The way they cut these scenes together makes it clear, this isn't just another family drama moment. This is the setup for a turning point, and here's what really gets me. The trailer ends with Amy's voice saying, "I just want things to be simple again," but her tone? Completely broken. That one line carries the whole weight of this season. Because let's be real, nothing's ever simple at Heartland. Every time someone tries to fix one thing, something else falls apart. And right now, it feels like the calm we had is about to disappear completely. If this trailer's any sign, episode 3 won't just bring heartbreak, it's bringing consequences. And I can already tell, this is the episode that'll make or break Amy and Nathan for good. Now, Let's get into the deeper layer of this trailer because what's hidden between the lines is where the real story lies. The thing about Heartland is it never throws its punches all at once. It gives you those soft emotional moments just to pull you right back into chaos when you least expect it. And that's exactly what episode 3 is setting up. Amy's whole world feels like it's walking on thin ice right now. She's got Nathan on one side, trying to build something real, and Lindy on the other, silently begging her not to. That's what makes this story hit so hard. There's no easy side to pick. You can feel Amy's guilt building up. She's trying to prove she can move forward, but deep down, she's scared that every step ahead means leaving a piece of her old life behind. The trailer gives us that shot of her looking at the photo of Ty and Lindy. It's not just nostalgia, it's regret. Like she's questioning whether moving on is betrayal or healing, and Nathan, man, you can see it in his body language. He's trying to be patient, but that patience is wearing thin. The way he stands near the barn, staring out at nothing, says more than words could. That's a man who's fighting his own doubts, wondering if he's just a rebound or someone Amy actually wants in her future. You can almost hear that inner conflict. He's tired of being the outsider. And honestly, who could blame him? Amy keeps shutting him out without realizing it. It's like she's protecting herself from getting hurt, but in doing that, she's hurting the one person who's trying to help her heal. That's the irony of it all. Heartland's full of people who love deeply but just can't say it right. Now here's where things get really interesting. Lou's storyline. The trailer hints that she's about to face the aftermath of exposing Nathan's sister. And from what we've seen, Lou doesn't back down once she's made a move. There's this one scene where she's standing outside the office, phone in hand, looking furious. That tells me this issue isn't over yet. Maybe Nathan's sister tries to spin the situation to make Lou look bad. Or maybe Lou finds out that her actions ended up hurting Nathan's business more than she expected. Either way, Lou's about to get dragged into another wave of family tension. And honestly, this might be one of those episodes where everyone's frustration spills over into one big confrontation. Tim also makes a brief but powerful appearance. You can't miss it. His face says it all. The man's angry, but this time it doesn't look like the usual ranch drama. It feels personal. Maybe he's angry about Amy's choices. Or maybe he found out something about Nathan that we don't know yet. The thing about Tim is, whenever he gets this quiet kind of mad, it means he's about to make a move. He's protective of Amy, even when she doesn't want him to be, and that can only make things worse. If he ends up confronting Nathan, it's gonna be messy. Because let's be honest, Nathan's been trying to earn everyone's respect. And Tim's the last person who'd hand that over easily. Then there's that one frame that everyone's talking about, the horse scene. The way Amy grabs the reins and looks straight ahead, it's almost symbolic. It's like she's trying to take control again, but she's not sure which direction to go. That moment feels like a mirror of her life trying to stay balanced, while everything keeps shifting underneath her. And it's not just her, you can sense the whole family's energy shifting too. The calm, steady Heartland we've known feels like it's slipping away. The ranch doesn't feel peaceful in this trailer, it feels heavy. You can almost hear the silence before the next emotional storm hits, and then out of nowhere, we hear Nathan's voice saying, maybe some things aren't meant to be fixed. That line right there, it's a gut punch. Because it's not just about one relationship, it's about the whole theme of the season. Maybe not everything broken needs to be healed, maybe some pain is just part of living. That's what Heartland does best, it makes you think about the things you can't control. It's like watching your own life reflected in these characters. And this episode feels like it's gonna hit deep for anyone who's ever tried to move on but couldn't. By the time the trailer ends, we're left hanging on that image of Amy walking away while Nathan calls out her name. The music cuts right there, no answer, no closure. Just silence. And that's how you know this episode's about to wreck us emotionally. Because every time Heartland gives us silence, it means something big is coming. It's the kind of silence that holds heartbreak, decisions, and maybe even endings. Whatever episode 3 brings. It's clear this isn't just another slow-paced family moment, it's the start of a storm that's been building since season 18, and trust me, it's about to hit every character where it hurts the most. The trailer might be short, but every second of it screams that episode 3 is going to change everything for Amy, Nathan, and pretty much the whole Heartland family. What stands out the most is how everyone's emotions seem to be colliding all at once. You can feel the exhaustion in Amy's eyes, the confusion in Lindy's silence, and the quiet frustration in Nathan's every move. It's like no one's saying what they really feel, but everyone's breaking inside. And that's the beauty and the curse of Heartland. It never shouts the drama, it lets you feel it. The camera lingers on these quiet, loaded moments that tell the story better than any words could. Like that shot of Amy brushing the horse while the sky darkens behind her. That's not just good cinematography, it's a metaphor. She's trying to control something familiar because everything else around Her feels like it's falling apart. Then there's that tension-filled moment where Lou and Amy are seen together again. And Lou's tone is sharp. You can tell she's done sugarcoating things. Lou's patience has limits, and she's hit them. The way she talks to Amy feels like a wake-up call, like she's saying, "You can't keep doing this to yourself," or to Lindy. That's big sister energy mixed with brutal honesty. And honestly, Lou's right to call her out. Amy's been walking that fine line between moving on and holding back. And it's starting to hurt the people around her. The trailer gives this quick cut to Lindy standing by the fence, overhearing them. That one shot, just a few seconds, hits harder than any argument. Because it's not just two adults fighting. It's a child silently watching her whole world shake again. But let's talk about Nathan for a second. Because man, this guy's storyline keeps getting deeper. The trailer shows him riding alone through the hills, and it's got that lonely cowboy energy. Peaceful on the surface, but painful underneath. You can tell he's trying to clear his head, but there's no running from heartbreak like this. He's the kind of man who carries everything on his shoulders, his family's drama, Amy's distance. And now the pressure of trying to fit into a life that was never built for him. There's this brief look he gives when Lou walks past him, not anger, just disappointment. Like he's realizing that no matter what he does, someone will always see him as the outsider. That's what makes Nathan so relatable. He's flawed, but he's real. He's trying to hold on to something that keeps slipping through his fingers. And that's where the trailer takes a darker turn. You can see the tension in the way people move, the way scenes are cut. Everything feels a little off. There's a quick flash of Caleb talking to Nathan, and it doesn't look friendly. Maybe this is where that earlier warning from Caleb finally plays out. Caleb's protective of Amy, maybe a little too much, and that's bound to cause conflict. The look Nathan gives him isn't one of fear, it's that quiet kind of anger that says, "I've had enough." If they're really setting up a confrontation between those two, it's gonna be intense. Not because of violence, but because both of them actually care about Amy in different ways. And we all know what happens when emotions like that collide at Heartland. Things get messy fast. Meanwhile, we can't forget about Lou's side plot. The trailer sneaks in this blink and you'll miss it scene of her receiving some kind of document. Her expression turning serious right after. Could it be tied to Nathan's sister's business mess? Probably. Because Lou's not one to let unfinished business slide. It looks like this whole situation might blow up again. And this time it could affect the ranch itself. Remember how she warned Amy about keeping her personal life separate from Heartland? Yeah, this might be the moment when that warning comes full circle. If Lou's right, and she usually is, whatever's happening in Nathan's family might soon spill over into Heartland's reputation. And that's something Amy definitely isn't ready for. But there's more. The trailer ends the middle part with a scene that completely changes the mood. Amy and Lindy sitting together by the fire, quiet but distant. Lindy asks, "Mom, are you happy?" And Amy doesn't answer right away. That silence is everything. It's one of those moments where you realize the kid understands more than anyone gives her credit for. Lindy's growing up fast. She's learning that adults don't always have it together, that sometimes love means hurting, and that sometimes being strong means staying silent. That little girl's eyes hold more truth than half the adults on this show. And that's why fans can't stop talking about her this season. She's the emotional heartbeat that keeps the story grounded. So when you really break it down, this trailer isn't just teasing us with drama. It's building tension that's been growing since the very first episode. It's showing us that no matter how hard Amy tries to move on, the past isn't done with her. And now, with Nathan stuck between guilt and loyalty, Lou caught in the middle, and Lindy quietly watching it all fall apart, Episode 3 looks like it's about to deliver the most emotional punch of the season so far. The tone, the pacing, the emotion, it all says one thing: Heartland isn't playing safe anymore. It's diving straight into the pain, and it's taking us right along for the ride. Now, this is where the trailer really starts messing with your head. Because just when you think you understand where things are going, it flips everything on you. The tone shifts. The light fades. The background music slows down like it's warning us something's about to break. Amy's voice comes in over the shots, soft but heavy, saying, "Sometimes doing the right thing doesn't feel right at all." And that one line, it changes the entire vibe. You can feel the guilt, the weight of choices that can't be undone. This isn't the confident, fearless Amy we've known. This is a woman standing in the middle of her own mistakes, trying to find a way out. And the trailer wants us to see that. The camera doesn't glamorize her pain. It lingers on it. The look in her eyes says everything. She's not sure she's ready to face what's coming next. And what's coming next seems darker than anything we've seen this season. There's a quick flash of the barn at night, empty, silent, and cold. That's usually a warning in Heartland. Something's off. You can hear voices in the background, like an argument happening just out of frame. Then Nathan's voice breaks through, shouting, "You can't keep shutting me out." That's the first real glimpse of raw emotion from him this season. The calm, collected Nathan we've seen is gone, replaced by a man who's reached his limit. And honestly, it's about time. He's been holding it together for too long, trying to be the perfect guy for Amy while ignoring how much it's breaking him. But now, all that frustration, all that hurt, it's spilling out. This scene is gonna hit hard because we've all been there. Trying to love someone who just can't let you in, meanwhile, Lou's still in her own storm. The trailer cuts to her sitting alone at Maggie's, scrolling through her phone. Her expression tense. That's when she sees something, we don't know what yet, but whatever it is, it shocks her. The screen flickers between her and a folder marked with Nathan's sister's name. So yeah, looks like that business scandal isn't over. If anything, it's about to explode. And if Lou's the one uncovering new details, that means we're heading for another confrontation. But this time, the stakes are higher. Because now, her loyalty to the ranch and her loyalty to her family are colliding. And knowing Lou, she'll always choose what's right, even if it means breaking hearts along the way. Then comes the scene everyone's talking about, Amy crying in the stables. It's quick, but it's raw. No music, no words, just her breaking down quietly next to Spartan's saddle. That moment right there might be one of the most emotional scenes of the season. Because Amy's not just crying over one mistake, she's crying over years of holding it together. Over the guilt of moving on, the pain of losing Ty. The confusion of trying to be a good mom while figuring out who she is now. It's everything catching up to her at once. And if you look closely, you'll see something small but powerful. Lindy's drawing sitting on a hay bale beside her. That's not random. It's a reminder that no matter how lost Amy feels, she's still someone's hero. It's those tiny details that make Heartland so real. It doesn't just tell you people are hurting. It shows you what that pain looks like, then out of nowhere. The trailer jumps to Tim again, this time confronting Nathan outside the ranch house. You can hear Tim's voice. Firm and cold, you need to figure out what you really want from this family. That line alone says everything. Tim's not just talking about Amy anymore, he's talking about trust. He's testing Nathan, trying to see if this man is really ready to be part of their world or if he's gonna walk away when things get hard. And Nathan's face in that moment? It's not angry, it's heartbroken. He looks like someone who's been fighting for a place that maybe was never his to begin with. That's the part that hits hardest. Nathan's been trying to prove himself. But maybe Heartland's still haunted by its past too much to let anyone new in. Now here's the craziest part, the trailer ends with a sound, not a scene. It's Lindy's voice whispering, "Mom?" And then silence. That single word, that small voice, feels heavier than anything else in the whole trailer. It's like a reminder of what really matters in all this chaos. Forget the drama, the fights, the heartbreak. At the core, this story has always been about family. About love that survives even when everything else falls apart. But the way they ended it, with that quiet moment, tells me episode 3 isn't ending on peace. It's ending on uncertainty. Something's about to happen that'll shake Amy and Lindy's bond to its core. Maybe a choice, maybe a truth coming out, whatever it is, it's not small. And I think that's what makes this trailer so powerful. It doesn't rely on shock value or big twists. It's emotional storytelling at its finest, slow, painful, real. You can feel that we're being set up for something major. Every look, every pause, every unfinished line is leading to a moment that'll define the rest of the season. Heartland has always been about healing, but this time, it feels like we're about to learn that healing isn't always gentle. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it breaks you before it builds you back up. And episode 3? It's about to show us exactly that. By the time the trailer fades to black, you can already tell episode 3 isn't just another chapter, it's a turning point. Everything about it screams change. The tone, the silence, even the smallest expressions on the characters' faces. There's no comfort left, no illusion of peace, only raw emotion, exposed wounds, and choices that can't be undone. You can almost feel it through the screen. That sense that something's been building for too long and now it's finally about to explode. The whole Heartland family is standing on the edge. And whatever happens next will either pull them closer or tear them apart completely. And honestly, that's what makes this show so addicting. It's not just about horses or the ranch anymore. It's about people trying to hold onto love when life keeps testing them again and again. Amy's part in this trailer might be her most complicated yet. There's this one final shot, her walking through the pasture at sunset. Spartan running freely in the background. On the surface, it looks peaceful, but that's the thing about Heartland. Peace always comes before the storm. She looks tired, lost in thought, like someone who's questioning every decision she's made. You can tell she's trying to convince herself she's doing the right thing, but deep down, even she doesn't believe it anymore. The look in her eyes says it all. She's still haunted by Ty, still scared of letting Nathan all the way in. and still worried about how much her choices are hurting Lindy. That's not the kind of pain that goes away overnight. That's the kind that stays. The kind that keeps you up at night wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. Then the trailer hits us with one last twist, Nathan leaving Heartland. It's not clear if it's permanent or just temporary, but the way it's shown feels heavy. You see him packing his tools, looking around the ranch one last time, and then walking toward his truck. No goodbye scene, no dramatic music, just quiet. And sometimes quiet hurts more than shouting. The way Amy watches from the window, frozen. Like she wants to stop him but can't, that's what tells the real story. It's that split second of hesitation that defines everything between them. To people who care about each other deeply but just can't seem to meet in the middle. And honestly, that's what makes it feel so real, because